How much do echo screens sell for? Should I not? I don't know. I'm just going to pick up everything. Screw it. I don't care. I will use the grenades. $50 gil. Okay, maybe the echo screen isn't worth it. Maybe I leave the echo screen. The echo screen is the one right next to the ether, right? The one that's not in a barrel. Why is my stomach growling? I need to get some food in me before the run starts. Hurry. Speedrun snacks. World record. PB. Okay, it's in the barrel on the first screen. Yeah, I probably won't pick that up. Yeah, doesn't it take longer if you do it? Because, like, you have to walk all the way up to Jesse at that point. It'd be quicker to get it first. Great. I'm gonna pick up this Phoenix down, and now this split is never gonna be gold again. Played myself. A smarter man would delete his golds, but I never delete my golds. They're too precious. Just kidding, I delete my golds all the time. Easy. Oh, I didn't even think about that. You could grab the potions from the guards, too. Dang, that's a smart idea. Genius. Genius maneuver. Yeah, I kind of was, too. Low-key, I was kind of like, man, should have put a potion in. That would have been cool. They did plenty enough to make me happy, but I do remember specifically being like, oh man, I should be potioning. I'm not gonna complain, but low key I was like, put a potion there. It's not like it would have unbalanced the game at all, given that you get 99 potions by like chapter 4. No, you cannot speedrun the original Final Fantasy VII. It's impossible. The console explodes. Too much heat. Literally impossible. No one's ever done it and been alive to tell the tale. Diesel tried once and died halfway through. Now he's a ghost. Yes, you can. Avalanche skip you can do on PS1. You can also do Suna skip. All the skips that don't have warp in the name, you can do. Except Cosmo Canyon skip. You can technically do Cosmo Canyon skip, but you get into an encounter and it screws it up. But if you could somehow skip the encounter, you could do it. Like, it does work. Nah, materia is worth nothing unless it gets AP. I'm gonna attack with Barret here because if I do, I can Braver. If I don't, I won't get the Braver off in time. But attacking with Barret here means that Cloud will get his turn during Barret's animation. Oh, never mind. He didn't get his limit. I thought he would. Now we got it. I was ahead of myself. Still worked. I still did the thing I wanted to do, just one turn later. This guard scorpion feels really fast. I think I'm mistaken though. Wow. That was a really good Scorpion. Keep in mind I picked up the Phoenix down. Picked up the Phoenix down, only lost a second. I don't know actually. Depends on the enemy also, but I'm guessing you're talking about Scorpion. Not sure. Because Scorpion is weak against Bolt, the range is bigger than normal. Because all the numbers are being doubled. I tell you guys I took Calculus too. I knew it would help one day. I've been in the YouTube game for a very, very long time. One of the very fortunate things about this new route is that there actually isn't too much that can kill the run. Like, actually just annihilate the run. Bar skip can kill the run. Bad wrong warp RNG can kill the run. A really bad sample fight could kill the run. But that would be really rare. And that's really about it. There's a lot of places where you can lose time, but back in the old any percent route, there were so many things that, like, if it happened, your run was just over. That never felt very good. Especially for new runners. New runners want to be able to finish runs, even if they're bad. It sucks when, like, you just have to throw out a run and you don't even get to, like, keep the splits, because it just dies. And some of the things that can kill the run have backups. Like bar skip, you could just do normally and it doesn't even waste that much time. Same with Jesse skip and avalanche skip. Avalanche skip you don't need to do. The only things that you're forced to do that can completely obliterate the run is wrong warp RNG and stealth section. Which stealth section you could take super slow. I'm harsh with my resets in some games. I'm not in this game. The thing about this game is every time I run it, I learn something new. So if I were constantly resetting, I'd probably be behind. But because I almost always finish my runs, I keep learning new things, and then once I get a good run, I have all this information. Now with Celeste, like B-sides, where I'm top 10 in the world, and any slightly small mistake costs me the whole run, I reset a lot more. How do you mess up a run? Well, it depends on the run. The reason I said like bar skip can kill the run is because if you do it incorrectly, the game soft locks, and then the run's literally over. You cannot continue. The game is stuck. Stealth section doesn't literally kill the run, but it wastes so much time and so many resources that it basically just puts you way too far behind. Much better. Save some time there, because I missed that on my PB. God, look at that Suna skip split. It's insane. I'm used to seeing that be like 22, and now it's 17. Oh my god. This run is so different. This run is also very long, so if you lose a lot of time early, you can always bring it back. RJ has had multiple runs where he was like a minute and a half behind and then PB'd. And he's not a bad runner, you know, he has the world record, and he still can be like a minute behind and save it. There's just so much that goes into the run, you know. Sure, maybe once this route is run a lot, there'll be a lot less room for error, but right now, you know, you can get a bad encounter. And stuff that happens at the beginning of the game affects later, too. Like, if you get an unexpected encounter, it'll waste a lot of time, but then later, you won't get an encounter. So, it's not enough just to see, like, plus 30 on the splits and think, like, oh, this run's over. Because a lot of things affect other things in the future. That's where, like, Celeste is different. If I get past my first split in Celeste and I'm 20 seconds behind, I know that I will be losing that 20 seconds. It's not like I'm gonna magically get it back later. I could still make it up. Potentially by doing some more dangerous strats later. Like if I know I'm behind, I can try some more dangerous stuff to try to recoup it. But I'm not going to like magically gain time because I lost time earlier. That was a much better menu. Although I might have bought, I might need, maybe down like one grenade. Guess we'll see. I didn't really pay attention to how many I had. I was just paying attention to my gil count. I think I bought 15. I'm not sure what that says. But like if I don't have enough, I can buy more from the guy if I really have to. I can buy more at the plate. I can't remember how many I had last time. I want to say it was 16, but maybe it was less actually, because I'm not sure. Yeah, Suna skip is completely mind-blowing. It skips so much of Midgar. And given that Midgar is like the one section of the game we can't skip, being able to skip a big section of it is like crazy. I thought Midgar would never find any skips ever. Suna skips a huge, huge chunk. And it's not just PC, it's every version of the game. I've heard that Tomb Raider speedruns are pretty cool. I believe Fox Magoo ran it at some point. I might be mixing him up with someone else, but I want to say it was him. We have multiple Foxes in the chat, so I might be getting him confused with another Fox. Let's go Nailbat. I love that you can't give that guy a good review. It's either it was alright or it was dog food. With a good bar skip, I think we saved time in this split too. Hey, I was right. I do my best to remember as much as I can about you guys. Sometimes it can be hard. There's a lot of you. I don't always have time to see everyone's streams and stuff, but I do my best. How's it going, DJ? I remember everyone but you, solid. Every time you come in the chat, I'm like, who is this guy? I don't know him. How'd he get a sword? How's it going, Rin? He's a mod? How do we let this happen? I got the wig from the materia guy, right? Or the tiara, right? I hope I did. Guess we'll find out. He did 12. You're gonna rip. I was barely paying attention and beat him. I'm more worried about the fact that I might not have grabbed the tiara. Because I honestly don't remember. It's too late now. I could have checked in the gym, but it's all or nothing, boys. There's nothing wrong with getting into a speedrun with the goal of getting the world record, but you should never, like, run specifically for that. Like, you should always just work on beating your PB. Even if your goal is the world record, like, shooting for your PB it's much easier to improve and see what you're doing wrong. If you only stare at the world record, it's hard to improve. You're not going to really be focused on what you're doing wrong, you're going to be focused on what they're doing right. Also, it kind of like bothers me when people like say they have a world record and other people are like, wow, this guy with his world records. Because like, if you work super hard for a record and you're part of the community and like you push the game forward and get a world record, you should be able to like tell people that you did that. I mean, sure, if you're like super braggadocious, then like, yeah, okay, you're a jerk, but like, when people jump on people for saying that, like, it bothers me. Because how are you going to move the game forward if you don't have, like, a community that can actually say, like, yeah, I did good. You know? Like, you work and work and work for the world record, you want to be able to, like, show it off so that more people want to beat it and stuff. Like, I've seen people comment on world record videos that say world record in the title, and they're like, wow! Like, it is the world record. Like, what? It's not clickbait. Pit cloud, please. Like, it's silly. Like, that's what gets people wanting to run the game, is the fact that, oh, this guy has the world record, I want to beat that guy. So you should be able to, like, show it off, you know? Like, I mean, it's very commonly known that, like, for sports, people that are amazingly talented at sports is what drives people to watch the sport. Michael Jordan makes people want to watch basketball. Tiger Woods makes people want to watch golf. Like, 90% of the people that watch golf, they watched it because of Tiger Woods. I saw some graph that showed, like, the attendance of Tiger Woods to different golfing tournaments, and then, like, how many people watch the tournament, and it's hilarious. Like, if Tiger Woods wasn't there, it's like 1/10 of the audience. It's like crazy. Because people want to see people achieve awesome things. They want to watch people that are good at stuff. That's why the Olympics are so popular. So, like, yeah, flaunt your world record. Like, don't be a jerk about it, but show it off. Be like, yeah, I got the world record. Get on my level. Makes people want to play the game. Is golf a sport or a game? I tell you what, play golf in high school when you don't have the carts and you're like 18 and you have to walk a 10-mile course holding golf clubs and equipment. Tell me it's not a sport. I used to have to do runs in the morning to like get my cardio to the point where I can play golf. Just like stupid. But it's true. When you walk that many miles in the morning, carrying your golf clubs around, like, you actually get tired to the point where your game suffers. At least me personally. But I'm a nerd. I don't know. I think calling golf not a sport is pretty absurd. Like, I think that's actually pretty silly. I've heard a lot of arguments about certain things being sports and certain things not being sports. I have to fully disagree on the golf one. Golf is most definitely a sport. I mean, some people even call, like, chess a sport because technically it's like... you have to, like, practice it and it has technical strategy and stuff, even though it's not, like, physically active. But, like, that's all about your definition of sport. If sport means physical activity, then you can cut out chess. But golf, like, I think no matter what definition you come up with, golf is a sport. Like, some people say physical activity, some people say it doesn't have to be physical activity, some people it has to be competition, some people it doesn't have to be competition. But, like, no matter what you come up with, even if you say it needs physical activity and competition, golf is still a sport. I don't see any way you cut it where it's not a sport. I don't know why we lost time there, actually. Oh, did he lick twice? Yeah. That's probably why. Because I was gonna say, Wall Market was fine. Like, I shouldn't have lost any time in Wall Market. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people have different interpretations of sport. I'm gonna get every item but the echo screen. Because I think it'll actually be worth it in the end to have extra... nice. Extra grenades at the end, no matter how much time this wastes. Oh man, don't even get me on the WWF argument. This is... okay, that is the echo screen. Okay, I wasn't 100% sure. That's fine. That one's really... I mean, it's really not even that bad to grab that echo screen. It's not that far off. I might even keep it in. It's just... it sells for almost nothing, so... it feels kind of bad to grab, but... it's really not that terrible. Yeah, don't even start the WWF conversation. I'll be here for 2 hours. Oh, I should have gone left first. That's fine. Actually, I kind of like this strat, because this train, like, puts us really far to the left. It actually bothers me that there's people on this planet that are like, WWE isn't a sport. Or like, I don't know, like I said, sport, it completely depends on what your definition of sport is. But some people literally think, like, WWE is the equivalent of, like, punching a stuffed animal and then going, like, ow. Like, they just have legitimately no understanding of how it works at all. They're like, yeah, it's literally all fake, like, I could do it. Yeah, you can make the argument that the WWE isn't a sport because technically it's not competitive. It's more of entertainment. Yeah, it's totally... I could totally see that. My definition of sport is not really, like... it's probably the lowest definition possible. It's, like, the most accepting definition possible. Like, anything that is, like, physically active or competitive that people will do and buy equipment for and whatnot. So, like, wrestling's entertainment, but it's still, like, really physically active, so I would call it a sport. But if you don't think WWE is a sport because it's not technically competitive, that's totally... I totally get that. Even though, in a way, it actually is competitive, because the better they perform, the better, like the belts and stuff. It's not like they just hand them out. Like, whoever does the best at their role usually gets the belts. Whoever is best at entertaining the crowd usually gets the belts, or gets in the high-class storylines, or gets on the high cards. So, like, it is kind of competitive in a way. Sorry, did I miss something you said, Retro? I was really focused on the graveyard to make sure I picked up everything. Also, I don't know how many grenades I have. I might buy a couple just to be safe. I probably don't need to do that menu. I think I had 8, which is enough, but it's totally fine. I have to buy more later anyway, so... Also, Tifa has sadness, which I'm not totally scared of. Like, it's kind of nice, actually. But yeah, man, it actually irks me, some of the stuff people say about WWE. And I'm not even, like, the biggest WWE fan. I was when I was a kid. I really liked WWE, but I haven't watched it in a while. Well, I watch some of the free fights on YouTube lately because of the pandemic. But I haven't watched it live in a really long time. But yeah, man, it, like... Holy cow. Some of the stuff people say. I'm gonna go ahead and use Braver. I didn't before. I think it'll be nice to use here. And I might need Cloud's attack to get rid of a pyramid. Yeah, this worked out well. I'd say Edge is my favorite wrestler. I always liked Edge a lot. He was my favorite growing up. I think he's still my favorite now. Yeah, it's actually stupid how strong grenades are. They are like a free Braver for the whole first part of the game. Undertaker would definitely be my second. Like, I don't know about Undertaker himself, but the stories and stuff with Undertaker were always amazing. In fact, I kind of thought Undertaker, but Edge was my favorite growing up, so I would say that. I'll say Edge, but like Undertaker, The Rock, and Stone Cold are like all number 2 right there. Also, The Rock is Maui, so he automatically gets like number 1 spot forever. Not as a wrestler though, but as a human being. But yeah, anyone out there that thinks, like, you know, wrestling is fake should watch Dark Side of the Ring. There's a couple free episodes that you can watch. I actually found them on YouTube, which I don't know how, you know, I don't know where they just stole them or what, but there's a couple episodes like you can find on YouTube. But yeah, watch Dark Side of the Ring. Tell me it's fake. Not only is it not fake, given that people have died in the ring back in the day, basically the only thing that was fake was the punches, and sometimes those weren't fake, but Like, back in the old days, the only thing that was fake were the actual, like, punches to the head. And, again, sometimes those were not fake. The chair shots, the slams, everything was real. And to this day, most of it is still real. The slams are still real. It's not like you can fake that. A lot of the stuff is real. The chair shots are real. They just don't hit each other in the head anymore. The blade cutting is still real. All of it's still real. But not only, you know, is it real, but even the fixed nature of it is sometimes not real. There has been times where wrestlers have not done what they're supposed to do. There's sometimes where wrestlers forget what they're supposed to do because they've been hitting the head too much. There's some wrestlers that don't care about what they're supposed to do. There was a promotion. What was it called? I'm blanking on the name right now. But there was a promotion where they had wrestlers box. And it was real. They had wrestlers actually box. And there was a cash prize. And then, you know, even if all of that, you're like, there's things like, you know, Mick Foley being thrown off a cage into a table from, like, 12 feet up in the air. It's not fake. None of it's fake. It's not even cushioned. It was a real table, real cage, all of it's real. So, it's pretty silly to call it fake. Because a couple very small parts of it are fake. Yeah, Brawl for All. Yeah, that was a real boxing tournament. With a bunch of wrestlers who didn't know how to box. It's the worst idea ever. Forgot to grab the ether, so I need to do that after this. But yeah, I mean, there's so much you could point at, you know. Back in the day, they didn't even blade. Nowadays, almost all the blood you see is blade. But the blade is still real. You still have to cut yourself. It's not like when I was a kid, like when I was a little older than a kid, because when I was a kid, I thought it was all real. Then I learned it was fake. And, or, you know, fake. And I was like, okay, so how do they bleed? Oh, it's probably like ketchup or something. Like, I always try to, like, imagine, like, oh, okay, so they have, like, a blood packet, and they hide it, like, on their ear or something, and then, like, but it's blood. It is blood. They just cut themselves. So, like, it's not fake blood, it's their blood. Which kind of shocked me when I learned, because whenever people told me it was staged, I thought for sure the blood was fake. Like, it had to be fake. But, no. Yeah, I don't think they blade anymore. But when I say anymore, I literally mean like 2018. Like, the last 20 years they bladed. Yo, CJC! With the 2 years. Tier 2, 2 years. Holy cow, dude. Incredible. Thank you so much. But yeah, I mean, like I said, watch Dark Side of the Ring, man. Some of the fights, you know, backstage are real. People getting stabbed backstage. People dying backstage. There's one wrestler in particular that pretty much nothing he ever did in the ring was fake. To the point where he stabbed somebody on stage. Yep. So like, calling it fake is just a pure non-understanding of what it is. And to say it's faker now than it was is true. But it's still not fake, wasn't fake, will never be completely fake. There's some things you just cannot fake. I mean, a lot of the injuries that happen aren't from, like, chair shots or something. It's from basic slam maneuvers on the mat that's supposed to deafen some of the fall, you know. Just, they do a suplex the wrong way, guy's paralyzed. And that has nothing to do with it being faked or staged. That's just like a regular wrestling match in high school. Just do a slam the wrong way and something happens. There's nothing fake about that. Calling wrestling fake is like saying that if you were watching like a Broadway musical and someone was up on a line and the line snapped and they fell and like broke their leg, going to the hospital and being like, your leg isn't broken. It's fake. It wasn't a real... You weren't really a witch. It was a fake leg. It's a peg leg. Stupid corner. Are you sure this is your leg? I don't know how I ran into that guy. I pressed right. I just pressed it for like one frame and I didn't go far enough right. Usually I just tap it, but apparently I tapped it so well. What's up, Chiptune? 2 hours and some change for this category. New Game Plus is slightly shorter, and the other consoles are much longer. Yeah, and like calling wrestlers like actors and not athletes is like the silliest thing I've ever heard. Even if like the idea of wrestling is like lost on you, you can't walk up to Brock Lesnar and be like, "You're not an athlete." Just walk up to him and be like, "I could beat you up." Wrestler's fake. It's all fake. I could beat you up. Like, alright, good luck with that, buddy. Walk up to The Undertaker and be like, this is all fake, you're not really Undertaker. I can beat you up easy. All your stuff is fake. I didn't say sportsman, I said athlete. Sportsman is a weird term, I don't even know what that means. Does that mean someone who plays sports? Then that depends on if you think wrestling's a sport. I don't think I've said sportsman in my entire life. That is a weird term. Tombstone finishers always look deadly to me, because they are. If you screw it up, that person's dead. But it's fake. Don't worry though, all the athletes' necks are fake. If they break, they just get a new one. They're just robots out there, they're not really people. Oh, I missed your question. Sorry about that. No, I'm not into making tasks. I mean, maybe one day. If I made a task, though, it probably wouldn't be a Final Fantasy VII. I mean, maybe. I think if I ever made a task, it might be a Celeste task, because those tools are actually, like, readily available. Also, a task of Celeste is much more interesting. A task of Final Fantasy VII isn't super interesting because you just go around critting everything and get perfect luck, and I mean, it's cool to see just to know how fast it could be beaten, but wouldn't be like the most entertaining thing to watch ever. Task is tool-assisted speedrun. It's going through the run frame by frame and doing the inputs on every frame to make the perfect run. Including messing around with RNG to make everything work exactly the way you want it. So a lot of like RPG tasks just crit everything. Which I don't know if the Final Fantasy VII task would be able to crit everything because of the way RNG works in this game. Because RNG works on a table. So like there is no table that would let you crit on every frame. So I don't actually know how that would work. There's a chance that it wouldn't, and you would just have to find the best table to get the most crits you could, but like, unless you just maybe rolled the RNG in the right way everywhere else to like make sure you always got a crit or whatever, but I don't know. It depends. Like, I'm not sure. If you made a task of Final Fantasy VII, I don't believe you could just go everywhere with no encounters. You could potentially menu skip every encounter, but I don't think you could just run around with no encounters, because eventually it's going to give you an encounter based on how the danger value works. But some RPGs like constantly roll a number, and if it gets the number that it wants, it'll give you a random encounter, and like you can manipulate the rolls and just never get an encounter. I don't think that would work for this game, but I could be wrong. I don't know enough about the RNG in this game. I don't know enough about TASes. I think the part that I would love to see of a TAS is like this the stealth section. I would like Cloud to get his limit at some point. Guess we'll see what happens. I feel like I shouldn't use my limit on Rufus, but we'll see. I mean, I can always just throw a grenade at the dog, now that I think about it. I should have extras. Alright, hold your breath. I'm going for the dangerous strat. Forgot to split again. Keep forgetting that I added that split. It never gets easier, man. Part never gets easier. It's scary every time. What would be my wrestling finishing move? I have no idea. I like the idea of Omni Chair. King again. I'll take it. Final verdict. I still feel like I'm getting memed with everyone saying that. Bottom right unlocks the rest of the chests. That was really good. I might have underestimated how truly spicy that last run was, because this run feels really good and it's behind a bit. Alright, I'm gonna do this for science. I'm gonna open the wrong chest. my god, it works. I can't believe it. My entire life has been a lie. Yeah, there is a specific order you have to open those chests. Apparently 2 specific orders. Unless you put the parts in the bottom right-hand corner. If you do the bottom right-hand corner first, it opens all the chests. I never knew that. I never ever knew that. I'm still drinking my coffee from this morning, dude. I need to delete my gold on Reno because it's totally wrong. All my other gold should be right though, but the Reno gold needs deleted. I'll probably just replace it with this run's gold. I don't know why I tap circle there. I always tap circle there. I don't have to. Got late. Sally. Mindy. Carl. What are you wearing, Karen from accounting? Black skirt. I think I'm going to play it a little more risky here. I'm even going to check the menu, just going to go. Play it more risky on Rufus too. Last time I checked the menu, because I wasn't sure. This was my first time through this route. Dude, you can have that playthrough anytime. Just buy my mixtape. The whole thing's stupid. He wouldn't just microwave fish. He would, like, combine the fish with some other, like, animal. Microwave that for science. Blow up the microwave and then not replace it. You ever notice Red 13 just kind of stops biting him so he can talk? He like stops biting Hojo so he can talk. Oh, you have to talk now? Okay. Psst, Hojo, it's your line. So unless Cloud takes some big damage here, we're most likely not going to get his limit, which is fine. I should have plenty of grenades. Nah. I really wish I would have hit Cloud. Or Red 13, rather. Like, anyone but Barrett. Hey! Oh, you're kidding. Yes! No! He died. That doesn't help. They really spam spells. They normally don't spam spells that much. That was kind of scary. I forgot to split again. What even is this run? Where are we? Are we winning? I don't know. It's the mystery run. Thank God for preemptive. We're more than halfway through. I would say the final stretch is when we leave Midgar. Even though there's still like 40 minutes left because we have to watch a bunch of cutscenes. But the final boss is basically elevator fight. Because Rufus is planned and Motorball always does the same thing. I mean, I don't know. I guess I would say Motorball is the final boss. But if I do Motorball the same exact way every time, I should never lose. I'm a little worried though because Cloud died during Sample, so he lost some experience. So Bolt's going to do a little less damage potentially. So Motorball might be a bit scary. We'll find out. I wonder if I have any tranks. I didn't actually see if they dropped any. Hey, I got something to say to you. Maybe I'll check during the Rufus fight. Actually, no, I'll check in the motorball menu. Okay, don't mash through this text. Or not this text. Later. I'm ahead of myself again. Welcome back, pet friend. What do you think of this speedrun? Am I ahead? Am I not ahead? Nobody knows. It's a mystery. The fact that there's water in my basement. You know, I hate to ask the obvious, but why did they put Cloud and Tifa in the same cell and Red 13 and Barret in the same cell when they have 3 perfectly good cells up there? Forced reproduction. I feel bad for Barret and Red 13 then. Oh, I guess those are bathroom stalls. Well, they have beds in them, though. No, they're not bathroom stalls. They're the same. Toilet and bed. Bum 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 bum. Let's not. Ow. Yeah, Cloud is a true gentleman, lets Tifa take the bed and he sleeps on the ground. No, I didn't forget his sword. He's just keeping it warm. This run's pretty spicy, yeah. That plus 130 is not correct. This is pretty much on the same exact pace. I just lost a bit of time to a bad abs fight, really. Last time I put Barrett in the front row for this. I don't think I'm going to do that this time. I'll just go full back row. Alright, don't mash through this text. I know, isn't it? It's weird not having materia in the menu. I'm half tempted to just throw grenades at Rufus and not the dog, but I've never tested it. So I feel like, and Cloud is also behind on experience, so I think it's a bad idea. I think I'm just going to play it uber safe. That stinks. Yeah, even in the original game, the animations were really good. Even though the models are like way worse. The animations always looked good. Especially like Omni Slash. It'd be mega cool if you woke up Barrett. That'd be epic. How's it going, Faro? Welcome back, Kaffa. Alright. Not bad. Sucks that Barrett slept for the whole second part of the fight, but what you gonna do? Oops. I don't need to equip that, but why not? Takes like a second. And this fight's gonna be a bit interesting because I don't have Braver. So figure I'll equip that for safety. Guy does no damage to me. I probably should have just thrown grenades at Rufus, but luckily the grenade one-shot, so we're in business. I might be able to Braver him also. I don't know. Maybe not. 8 hours of stream, not bad. Well, I've streamed 9 hours a day, 4 days a week for about 3 years. So it's pretty normal for me. I take one vacation a year, and other than that, I haven't missed a stream in a very long time. Ah! Unfortunately, Braver doesn't help us for Motorball, because Bolt does so much damage. It's just not worth using. And it would be cool if I could, like, give Bolt to someone else, but I have no materia menu, so I can't. Speaking of vacations, I'm going to make an announcement about it probably soon, but my one vacation for the year is officially booked. It's going to be July 11th, I believe. I think 12th is the... or maybe 13th is the actual Monday. I'm leaving on the 11th, which is a Saturday, but I don't usually stream on Saturday anyways. So that week, I'll be gone. Yeah, so July 13th to, well, like 18th. And then the next week I'll be back. And we come back on Saturday, I think, so if I'm especially missing you guys, I might stream on that Sunday. Third motorcycle? There he is. I don't know why it took so long. The rest of this should be easy peasy, hopefully. I'm a little afraid of what my wrong warp luck is going to look like because I got an extra encounter right before leaving Shinra, so I know I'm like on a different count completely. Well, technically you can't fail this minigame, but you can get close enough to where Motorball is hard to beat. Back in the old any % route, we used to fail this on purpose. But that was long ago. But even as a kid, I mean, it's pretty hard to like take a lot of damage in this minigame. It's pretty easy. You might get like one character that's hurt, but Cloud especially, if you do your best to hurt Cloud, he can only take like a third of his health bar. It's really hard to actually do a lot of damage to Cloud, because when you touch the motorcycles, they die. Okay. I think I have like the same amount of grenades as I did before. Which I'm not sure why. I thought I would have more. I should have more, because I sold more. Might have just gotten some bad luck around on the way. I also used one extra grenade during the Rufus fight. But I think I used one less grenade during the sample fight. Or the Reno fight, rather. Down to 6 grenades now. That's 6. That's 5. That's 4. That's 3. That's 2. So it looks like we're going to be at the same count. Maybe less, but... No, same count. 2 grenades. Man, where'd we lose all that time? Extra encounter, I guess. This definitely could have been a better Midgar, but still not bad. Yo, Emilgator, thank you so much for the 15 months. I do not need to save here. How am I late? I came right here. Not gonna lie, I don't know which chat you were aiming for. Alcoholics Anonymous chat? So yeah, if we finish this out, we will be maybe 4-ish minutes, 4-ish minute PB. And then if we do it again, we'll have like 45-ish seconds or somewhere around there to save in Midgar. Because this was a slowish Midgar. Definitely was not perfect. I hit everything I wanted to hit, but definitely not perfect. I make most of my subscriber gifts myself. Uh-oh. Big rip. That was before his first attack, too. That's bad. That's real bad luck. That's some super bad luck there. Or at least we didn't get another one. That could have been really bad. He could have killed him again and revived him again. The Sephiroth running one I did not make. I found that somewhere. I don't remember where. I probably Googled like stupid Final Fantasy 15 gifs and got that. More than likely. See you, Judge. Yeah, we got a PB now. It's all on the line now. Speedrun.com. RJ currently has the world record. It's 203 something. That was like a few days ago once this new route was found. But we're doing a different route than RJ. Meaning that we could beat his time if our movement was better, but his movement's better than mine. So we'll probably come up short, I would have to imagine. But if we can close out this run, I'll be very happy with this time. This is pretty much exactly what I wanted for my in% run. We did all the tricks I wanted to do. This is a good time for me, 100%. I'm very happy with this run, if we can close it out. Also, potentially we're going to save a ton of time right here, because I got 2 encounters in here last time. Somehow, magically. I should hopefully only get 1 this time. And Sephiroth encounters are terrible because he does this. So that wastes like forever. Yeah, so, like I said before, New Game Plus was the category that I really wanted to push hard. This one I don't necessarily want to push that hard, I just want to get a run that shows the route in its entirety and doesn't miss any of the skips. And this is definitely that run. Everything went well in this run, I even did the difficult stealth section. So if we can close this out, I'll be happy. I'm a little afraid of the wrong warp luck we're going to get, though. I have a bad feeling. We'll see what happens. I'm honestly surprised that we're plus a minute coming out of Midgar. Either that last run was straight fire, or I lost a lot of time to something weird, because I hit everything the way I want it. Like, I think I just had 2 or 3 extra encounters somehow. Because I don't feel like there was any sections that were necessarily bad. Sample was a bit slow. But other than that, like, I don't know where that minute came from. Yes, run down. Do not forget run down. Just a quick 5-minute time save by running down. Yeah, I did have that extra fight after Rufus. And that probably happened because of something else that went slightly wrong that made another encounter happen. And probably, you know, a lot of that time could also be just bad runaways throughout the entire run. I might have just had some more lucky preemptives or better runaways. Like I said, all the big stuff went well in this run, so I'm happy with it. Mr. Smiley. Yeah, Cloud has no name. I don't necessarily know why that happens. I think someone explained it in RJ's chat, but I don't remember exactly why that is. I think for young Cloud's name, it like takes whatever you inputted for Cloud and copies it, but we didn't input anything. So that's why it's nothing. Like, I think when you input it into the naming Cloud screen, it saves it for Cloud and Young Cloud. But we never saw that screen, so it's just nothing. I'm a little surprised that doesn't break things. Says Zach. Oh my god, they spoiled it. That would be actually incredible if, like, on the back end they named Young Cloud Zach just for, like, a placeholder, and then we, like, dug it up. Oh, Sephiroth. I'm home. What does arrange mean? In terms of, like, mods? Usually when a game is arranged, it means, like, nothing was necessarily added, but they, like, moved stuff around or balanced things. But it can mean other things too. I don't know exactly. Don't take my word for it. Seems like a lot of beat 'em ups get arranged modes, and I don't know. I don't know what they mean by that. Oops. I thought there was one more thing of text. Yeah, that would be pretty amazing if you did. I love the new threat Dark Cave. It's probably my favorite thing in any mod ever. It's not necessarily the actual Dark Cave, it's just the idea I really loved. Almost there. Out of my way, I'm going to see Mother. Is it hot in here, or is it just me? Let's go and blaze home. Funny you should enter the chat at this moment. Planned. I think I'll do a safety save out of Calm again. I think it's worth wasting 5 seconds to potentially save the run if I get a bad encounter. This run is not optimized enough for 5 seconds to matter that much. And like I said before, if I do get a bad encounter, it will actually be faster to save in reload, because it will take me forever to get out of that encounter. So, I think we'll go ahead and do that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know what would be cool in the remake? If Tifa like puts up a fight here. Granted, I don't think she's gone through all of her training yet. Is that true? I don't actually know. I don't remember when technically she goes through her martial arts training. I mean, we know Zangan's already in Nibelheim because we see him earlier, so I would have to guess she's maybe even started her training, but I think the very least the majority of it was afterwards, I would think. Yeah. So maybe she doesn't put up much of a fight, but it'd be cool if there was more than just her running up and then getting blasted. Yeah, I mean, I thought that they said at some point that Tifa's training was specifically because she watched her father die in front of her. And that's where she got the motivation, and that's why she's so tough. Because, you know, good character design. But I wondered if maybe she had, like, started training or something, and then she took it, like, super serious afterwards. Wasn't 100% sure. Oh, that'd be cool if you could control Cowgirl Tifa and then you get like blasted by Sephiroth. I'm not usually a fan of auto-lose fights, but that'd be kind of a cool one. If you had to fight Sephiroth as young Tifa and you just get annihilated. Or even if it's like a fight that you kind of win and then the cutscene she loses. I usually like those better. I don't really like auto-lose fights for a number of reasons. Alright, we're going to pick the second option here because I'm pretty sure it's faster. I'm going, gone. Yeah, way faster. And it gets us Barrett date points. Those are important. If we can't save the world in the next 10 minutes, then we'll just go on a date with Barrett instead. Alright, so I'm going to save here. Looks like so far we're good. Four attacks. Wow. Great luck I'm having. Wow. What a crew. Oh my god! 200 damage crit. Uh-oh. Big rip on the snake. Get away, please. Get away, please. Oh my god. Have mercy. This upcoming battle is going to be a struggle with Cloud Dead. All of them are, actually. Nice. That saved some time. Man, what sucks is I have an elixir, but he's dead. I'm wondering, like... How's this gonna work? I should probably use the elixir on... Man, how is this gonna work? Because I need to revive Cloud so he gets his experience, right? So... once I get to the item thing in the debug room, I might have to, like, just go find a Phoenix down and revive him. This is going to be extremely awkward. Tents don't revive anyways. Yeah, this is gonna be weird. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just gonna have to open up the menu in the debug room and see what happens. It will make things slightly faster when I have to off myself, but the two fights that I have to win are going to be struggles. I wonder if full name revives him. No idea. This is gonna be weird. We'll just cross our fingers, hope for the best. Okay, that's a good fight. I like this fight. Okay, so this part will be faster. We call it a Wednesday. Yeah, this strat went from being like sort of understandable by someone new to what the heck is going on. Like, really, what's going on? Like, please help. I'm so lost. Like, there's just no hope in explaining this to people at this point. Like, I could explain it easily, but just like, if you walk in not knowing, you're like, what is this? Once I explain it, you're like, oh, but... The old route, you could almost put it together yourself. This route is completely bonkers. You're just like, what? I don't even understand. You lost me. Alright, I might want to use an elixir here. I'm going to. Oh my god, look at this! I told you, man. Today is the day. I told you we had to do another run. My luck is impeccable today. Alright, this is where it gets scary, though. Oh, yes! That's fantastic. I was really afraid of the bikes. I think you can get the bikes here. Alright. Run down. Do not forget. Yeah, 2 formulas is bad. Okay. Okay. Phoenix down. Shoot, I don't know what to do here. I think we're, like, ripped. Maybe this will revive him? I have no materia menu, I can't life. Okay. Okay, we should be alright. I'm gonna do an extra fight. It's gonna waste some time, but if I don't do max damage to Safer, he'll supernova. And I'm not taking that risk. Let's hope Yuffie doesn't get 99. Nope, we're good. We're good. This should be good. We're not level 99. Safer won't get extra health. Everyone should do max damage. We should be good. If Yuffie hits level 99, Safer Sephiroth will have more health. So, we would get supernovaed. Man, what a dramatic conclusion to this run. Holy cow. Yeah. Crazy. We made it though. And you know, that extra fight, that extra pyramid fight isn't even bad because we got first try wrong warp anyways. That's about the same amount of time we would have wasted getting second try, so like, this all good. We're in there. Holy cow, what a crazy run. Yeah, this is a great what to do if it goes wrong tutorial for anyone else running. Like, okay, if everything goes wrong, well no, honestly, that's the only thing that went wrong. This run was super solid other than that. I lost 30 seconds to a bad apps fight and 30 more seconds somewhere, just like extra fights in Shinra. But first try wrong warp, all the other warps were perfect, or all the other like skips were perfect. This was a really, really good run. I'm very happy with this run. Menus are hard. So yeah, overall I'm super happy with this run. This is the type of run I wanted, just to get the route perfect. And it helps that most of the RNG was good too. My movement wasn't bad in this run either. The flashback was a bit yikes, but... Alright everyone, play along at home. Hold your circle button. You know a good way to get ignored by me? Constantly saying you get ignored by me in the chat. It's a great way for me to never answer your questions. Five-star goal. 5-star method. You're right. Played myself. We have no materia menu, so we cannot do the mug glitch. We have not been able to touch our materia this entire run. I'm holding down circle so hard right now. Also, that attack was before barrier. That was cool. Oh, that crit! We're doing extra damage because we're extra levels. I don't think it's going to matter, but... No, I have not heard that meme. But I find it hard to believe that every time you've said that, it was a meme, because you've said it multiple times. You say it all the time. Even when I answer your questions. Which is pretty much always. Yeah, we're doing massive damage. Is he dead? Holy cow! We like save time. Maybe we should always do 3 fights. Maybe I just found a new strat. I might have just found a new strat. I honestly think him floating up in the air is longer than that. Three pyramid fights for the win. Dude, how sick would it be if there was a debug menu option to like break damage limit? Because Conformer does massive damage. Like UV's probably doing 20k damage or 15k damage to Safer there. See you first, Brex. Or no, you're not leaving. You just got here. Welcome. Conformer's damage is based on the enemy's level. And Saber Sephiroth isn't the highest level thing in the game, but I think he's level 60. And the boost is pretty massive. Because it's based on like regular enemies. Who only get up to level like 40. So yeah, the boost is pretty massive. I think you have a vampire in your party. Where did he come from? Who's that vampire? $207.22. I feel like we could have saved a lot more time in that split. Not sure where we lost, because I feel like we lost 5 minutes before. And we saved about 4 minutes. I guess I could have saved like 30-ish seconds with a better debug instead of like panicking. But that's about the time save that I was expecting, actually. Because I was behind a minute, and now I'm ahead 3.5 minutes, so that's 4.5 minutes. And I was expecting about 5 minutes, so. I do wonder where a lot of my time loss came from, though, because this route should, in theory, be able to be like sub 2 or at least 2:03. We'll have to see. But regardless, that was a great run for me personally. That was the route I wanted to do. This was the run I wanted. I got all the skips I wanted. This was a fantastic run. Very, very happy with it. And we had the clutch figure out what the heck to do at the end. So, it's perfect. Story of my speedrunning career. So this was good. Yeah, Zolom fight was pretty slow. That's one thing. That's one big thing. That Zolom fight sucked. He was just in a bad position. My sum of best is on the right there. And once I update it, we'll see what my new sum of best is, but you can see me like against my best this whole time. I think my best before was like 209. But I do need to edit my sum of best a bit because the Reno split is wrong. So we'll see what it is once I fix it. Then we'll see if we want to do this again. I don't know. I'm happy with this run, and I wasn't planning on grinding this category, so I might just leave it here. But if I do want to throw some more attempts at this, I could definitely save a ton of time just from simply like getting a better Zolom and some better luck along the way. But we'll see. This category is once again like really fun, so I wouldn't mind grinding it. It just wasn't in my plans. I planned on grinding New Game Plus, and then I planned on just getting a solid time in this category. So, and this is what, second place behind RJ. So for a run that I wasn't planning on grinding, second place is pretty dope. Oh, is it fourth? Okay, so we have two. Who else? Did Diesel do a run with this strat? Well, not this strat, but the new skips. 12 seconds behind Diesel. Diesel! Yeah, it's that Zol. Without the Zolom fight, I would have beat him. And then Camper. Which Camper's run is nuts because that was before the new skips, I think. Unless he did another run I'm not aware of. But regardless, I'm happy with this run, so we'll see. We'll see if I want to do some more. Maybe I'll just do a run here and there and see what happens. But I don't plan on like super grinding this like I did New Game Plus. I want to take a little break and work on Celeste and work on some other stuff. I have some events coming up that I want to plan for. But this is always an option to come back and grind if we choose to. So yeah, so the brand new skip was found a week ago, and his run is from a month ago, so I'm pretty sure it did not do the new skip. I'm pretty sure that run has, like, Materia Keeper in it. In Rocket Town. Unless I'm crazy. So that run is, like, silly. Like, that run is real good. I also think that there is potentially some route change in this run still. I picked up every item in the graveyard. I believe you could definitely leave the echo screen, and you could leave potentially some of the potions. And then not end HQ with 2 grenades. But I personally like ending HQ with 2 grenades so that the other fights are easier. So I personally like this route the way it is, but I definitely think you could improve it a bit more. TJ, thank you so much for the 4 months. Thanks, man. Yeah, but this run is 100% proof that this route is fire. And it's also 100% proof that I owe Diesel food. Because I bet him that this route would suck, and I was wrong. Proved myself wrong. This route 100% works. You lose so little time at the end, and you gain so much at the beginning. And you gain a good amount here and there just from not doing menus. So, it feels good, man. It feels good to really, like, come up with just a ridiculous route and make it work and prove that it's definitely faster. Yeah, so in this run, we skipped 7th Heaven, so we never got the materia menu. We never had the chance to touch materia in this whole run. It saves about 4 minutes and 40 seconds to do that, but then you lose about 45 seconds to picking up extra items to make the money back that you don't get from Barrett, and you lose about 45 seconds with the final fights not having the mug glitch. But you gain 4 minutes and 40 seconds skipping it, so it's worth it by several minutes. The big thing that I underestimated is how fast the final fights are without Mug. They're actually super fast. You only lose a very small amount of time from having to watch Sephiroth break apart. I am so lucky that you get revived after the pyramid fights for no reason at all. I am so lucky that that's some stupid mechanic that exists. Or this run would have been dead in the water. I just have to let that ending play out. If I could order any food right now, what would it be? McDouble. See you, Psycho. Yeah, so there's some hidden code that when you do that debug fight, it fully heals everyone. For some reason, it's just how they programmed it. They were probably practicing fights and just decided like to full heal afterwards so it would be easier to jump into another one. And then they just never removed it because it's a debug room, who cares? So I just got really lucky that some programmer decided to leave that in. Because there was absolutely no way for me to revive Cloud. I couldn't get a Phoenix down, couldn't equip materia to revive him. And the final fights are totally possible without Cloud, but I would have, without a doubt, gotten Supernova'd. And Supernova takes, you know, a couple hours. That's actually really funny that I kind of accidentally realized that 3 fights is actually pretty good in this category. RJ said earlier that he thinks it's slightly slower but more, but safer. I think it's actually faster. I'm gonna call you out on that. I think it's faster, because the thing about when Sephiroth raises up, it takes longer than it looks, because, like, the ATB goes to wait, and he, like, stares at you for several seconds, and then he raises up, and then he stares at you for a couple more seconds, and then it goes off of wait. So it's like a straight 10-15 seconds that it takes for him to just... And I skipped that, doing the 3 fights, so... Okay, so it's possible that not doing the 3rd fight could be as fast if you get really lucky. I don't see that very often at all, though. But I see what you mean now with being more consistent, because technically that could happen. I have been helping out with some of the speedrunning stuff in the remake. I tested out some of the out of bounds stuff, and I found an out of bounds thing on accident. But the run is still a bit too long for me. I could definitely do a remake speedrun, but it wouldn't be something I would be wanting to grind. Right now, the shortest category is still like 4.5 hours. And that category is New Game Plus Easy, which is kind of boring. So, I mean, I don't want to call it boring. You still get to do really cool out-of-bounds stuff, but it's just, all the fights are just triple slash. So it's a bit, you know, I would rather do any percent, and any percent still in like the 6-hour range. So that's a bit too long for me. So I could do it once, but not something I would grind. A really good version of the original theme, too. The song that plays at the very beginning of the credits is an absolute banger that, like, doesn't get played enough. Yeah, it does me too. I think it's just because we've played so many of these games and gone on so many adventures, and this theme is like the thing that ties them all together, that every time you hear it, you just kind of get like a rush of like every Final Fantasy memory. It's kind of like hearing a song that you haven't heard since you were a kid, and you kind of like remember memories. Because the song isn't, like, sad, but it just... Yeah, it gets you emotional every time. The Highwind music is too epic. I don't know which is my least favorite, actually. The full name thing gives everyone this strange immunity effect. We don't know why, but for some reason, when you do full name, you become immune to almost everything. In fact, it's not even that you're immune. It's like some weird reverse effect where, like, if you try to heal, you end up getting hurt and stuff. But we do it because Shadow Flare can actually kill if you don't do it. And there's certain scenarios where, like, if Bizarro Bolt 2 somebody and then Safer physically attacks them, they can die. So, it's just safer to do it. I think that's the only reason. It might also affect your other stats, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it might actually affect your other stats. I'm not 100% sure on that. I just know we've always done it, so I've always done it. And I know if you don't do it, things go bad, so I do it. Yeah, what Kashka said. I just don't know exactly what the breaking does. I know that it breaks it, and I know it's why your accessories have, like, weird names, and you have, like, accessories equipped for armor and stuff. But I don't know why that ends up creating this, like, immunity effect. It's just what it does. See you, Retro. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big reason why we believe the W item glitch is still in the game. Because they didn't want to try to touch anything once it was working. I believe they knew the W item glitch was a thing, but they kept it in. Alright, there we go. Final Fantasy VII, PC any percent, 30 FPS in 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 22 seconds. Fantastic run. Definitely has a lot of improvement in it, but I hit all the big stuff that I wanted to hit, and I'm really happy with it. And I'm happy that it shows the new route and all of its potential. It shows, you know, anyone running the category what they can do to make the skipping 7th Heaven strat work. So, very happy with the run. Booyah.